All right, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the delay, but looks like we are going live here. We've got about little over 25 and a half minutes left here in the first half. And I'd like to just say good evening and welcome to Noster High School as the Warrensburg soccer visits our Panthers. I'm Michael Coron, and I'm here alongside Derek Brizendine.
Michael, thanks for getting us kind of going here. Sorry for those technical difficulties. Internet, technology doesn't work when you need it to, but hey, we're going to make the most of it here.
So just to catch you up a little bit here, for the first part of this, Noster does find themselves down 1-0. And we've got Carlos Bettencourt on a nice little breakaway here, hopefully to tie it back up. And he's broken up by the defense there of the Tigers. But the Panthers are going to get a throw in over here on the near side.
Panthers have a couple really nice chances here early on. Had a couple right in front of the face of goal. Just weren't able to capitalize. Looking to see a couple more of that as we've got about 25 minutes left here in the first half.
Yeah, as you said, that was a beautiful set play on a corner there. Matthias Stadler couldn't have played a more perfect ball across the six, and just unlucky we weren't able to get our head on it or punch it in. And then went to the opposite side, and they crossed it right back over, went right back in front of the goal again, the mouth of the goal, and once again just unable to capitalize as we sent it over the net on the backside. But Noster has had a couple of nice chances here, and as we said, Warrensburg leads 1-0, so they've had a couple of good chances as well. In fact, one of those chances down there, just like our last game, Brian Carroll came in and played goalkeeper as a fullback and was able to knock that out of there and did a nice smart heads-up play for the Panthers to save a second goal from the Tigers.
Panthers defense had hands full here early on with Aiden McMurphy up top, a kid that's really grown. I covered him when I was there at the paper, and watching him to where he is now, a really good transformation of a player that's rightfully wearing that captain's band.
Well, and Aiden McMurphy is the player that put it in the back of the net for the Tigers, so you're spot on there, and it looks like his younger brother had a nice breakaway early as well down this near side on the right-hand side here. They've got a little set play here on a corner kick coming out, kind of packing the box here. Going to the back post, unable to get their head on it was number 13, Sean McMurphy. Just played it a little bit off, but it'll be a throw-in on the far side for the Panthers.
You had mentioned Brian Carroll earlier. I kind of thought we were watching back film from the last game we covered when he did, save one in front of the net, and really looking for another strong performance out of him like we saw last time.
Yeah, he's key on that, as well as Eric Bennett Wade, just shoring that up. Those two middle full, the stopper and the sweeper there, they're just key to that back line and hopefully keeping the Tigers out of the net tonight and making sure that we have a good chance to equalize this here in this first half and hopefully even take the lead.
And I think it was Eric Bennett Wade that he had the second cross down there for the Panthers.
And there's McMurphy playing it up to McMurphy. So they're just two brothers passing the ball out on the pitch tonight, and nice pass from his older brother. Unable to capitalize there as Noster comes up with it, and they're going to punch it out here and try to get their offensive set.
Really physical play there in the box between two players going after the ball. I think it threw McMurphy off just a little bit, which then allowed Caleb Jones to come out, clean that up nicely.
Yeah, and Caleb's had a couple of nice showings back there as the keeper. He came out early on Sean McMurphy to shut him down on that one-on-one run that he had over on this right-hand side. So be looking for big things out of him and for him to really step up and shore up that last line of defense for the Panthers.
And, that's something we saw a lot of from Hunter Anderson last game, was really coming out and attacking the ball instead of letting it come to him. Also cuts off those angles.
Absolutely. We talked about that first half of Anderson the last time we broadcast. I don't know that he could have had much better of a first half. That was just brilliant. I think he literally only made one mistake as he came out. Didn't cost him anything. But, of course, in that last game, they put some quick ones up in the second half, hoping that that doesn't happen to our Panthers here tonight. Good look there from Brian Carroll. He heads it forward and starts the attack for the Panthers. Quickly, though, return back to the Tigers. McMurphy there looking again for his brother, and now the Panthers wanting to attack this left side of theirs, our near side. But a throw-in is going to go over to number 12, Josh Bell, for the Tigers.
Kind of wonder if they watched some film from that Chillicothe game. Chillicothe kind of did the same thing, kind of attacked that same side and looked for those through balls each time they attacked.
Yeah, long ball punch there by Brian Carroll. Unable to chase it down. Cooper Purvis to punt it out for the Tigers. Matthias Stadler there in the middle. Cleaned up there by Chance Howard. McMurphy showing off some footwork there against Stadler. That's going to go right back to the Tigers on the throw-in and Josh Bell. Bell didn't have a whole lot of movement there to be able to throw it into, so went with a big target there, back to Aiden McMurphy to try to punch it forward for the Tigers. Chance Howard pushing it up, and there's Aiden. Aiden with a nice through ball to Hunter Reed. Dangerous play, but there we see exactly what we need for Caleb Jones to do, just coming down, getting low, cutting down that angle, and making sure that he shores up that last line of defense for the Panthers, and then gets us back started on our offense.
A real nice job by Bennett Wade there to really body up, make that tough for him to get through and not give him a clean look.
First opportunity for us to see Travis Elwell out there in that forward position. Here's Brian Carroll trying to clear it over. Taken quickly by the Tigers. Tigers going for that through ball. There's Jaden Sherrill for us. Jaden had quite a showing for us in that last game as well. Looking for big things out of him here with the Panthers down 1. Carlos Bettencourt with some nice footwork for the Panthers, trying to carry that forward. He sees a lot of green space open in front of him as he tries to carry the ball. Now he's covered up by two defenders for the Tigers. And there is Jaden Sherrill there getting the call from the official, and now Noster is going to get a nice little kick here from Eric Bennett Wade.
Yeah, you kind of got to wonder if they're going to let Eric Bennett Wade take this one, maybe put one on frame. He's definitely got the leg to do it.
He definitely has the leg to go ahead and punch that through, and right on cue. He thought it was a Friday night, though. He went for the PAT and went ahead and put that one through as a PAT or field goal, just a little bit underneath of it. Didn't quite have his head over the ball, was kind of leaning back some, but not a bad shot. He could have went just a little bit under and got underneath that crossbar, and I think he was trying to go high anyway.
He's just a day early here. Tomorrow night up in Higginsville, that would have put 3 or an extra point up on the board, but tonight, just a nice shot.
Yeah, Coach Riley and our football team would love to have a 30-yard field goal on a 4th and 3 or something tomorrow night. So probably need to show him some film from this game tonight. Little breakout there on the far side by the Tigers. Cleaned up very well, though, by Caleb Jones. Carlos Bettencourt. Bettencourt kind of getting swallowed up there as he starts to make his touches, so multiple defenders crashing in on him almost every time he gets ready to touch the ball.
Well, they definitely know what he's capable of, especially in open field. He's shown that throughout the season, that he's a threat in the open field.
There's Sherrill playing above his head again. Just does a nice job of playing the ball over his head and above him. And there he was heading it forward, giving Noster a good chance on a cross. Travis Elwell now crashing in defensively, trying to keep the play alive for the Panthers up there on the offensive end. Now we've got Aiden McMurphy making a run for the Tigers. Nice move from him over on the sideline, just enough contact to push him wide of the post on the right-hand side. And that's going to go right back to the Panthers for a goal kick.
I think he played that right off the corner of the field goal post.
He did.
That was quite the aim. Kind of looked like it hit off the corner, but I couldn't figure out how it bounced straight down, and that would be why.
Couple breakaways here. Looks like they are attacking this right side more. Being that strong side doesn't surprise me, but got Sherrill over there on the far side, playing it up to Travis Elwell, trying to get his head on it, and Bettencourt's right there to help out. He's got Matthias Stadler right beside him, but he decides to punch it up to Eli Brandenburg as he tries to make a run up on the sideline. Now throw in here for the Tigers. Once again, little movement on the throw in. Normally see a little more break, and got some late break there. Ball finally does play at the feet of Sean McMurphy. Nice first touch. And then a great defensive play as Aiden McMurphy's called offsides for the Tigers.
Yeah, Aiden stepped just a second late. He was right there on him, but the defense pulled nicely to, get that offsides call.
Nice ball up by Eric Bennett Wade, just a little bit too quick and a little bit too hard for the Knob Noster forwards to be able to get up there and get a hold of it. So it'll be a goal kick for the Tigers. We're just under 13 minutes here in the first half. Once again, the Tigers do lead the Panthers 1-0.
Nice ball out there.
A lot of contact there by Brian, and Brian does end up getting called for it. Just a lot of hands on, and he does end up getting the whistle. But Chance Howard comes right back and gains it up for the Panthers. And Caleb Jones, just off the back of one of the Tigers, is going to punt this one out for Knob Noster.
Neither team really getting too many opportunities down at the attacking end. It's kind of back and forth, not really developing much, just kind of getting quick shots and then going the other way, doing the same thing.
Yeah, both spent a lot of time in between the 20s and 30s. Here's a nice little chance by the Tigers. And there's two brothers, just like they're playing in the backyard. Number 13, Sean McMurphy, back to his brother Aiden McMurphy, and they're just playing off of each other, and that gives the Tigers a 2-0 lead.
And Eric Bennett Wade did a really nice job to create contact. He wasn't letting Sean McMurphy have the easy shot. Just unlucky bounce to Aiden McMurphy for the easy shot on net.
Yeah, and as you said, Aiden found himself. I mean, he positioned himself right in front of the mouth of the goal, so he knew that he was either going to get a deflection or a pass back from his brother, and his brother went for the assist because of the defense of the Knob Noster Panthers, and then Aiden just able to put it in the back of the net for the Tigers. They're set to throw in on the far side now, and cleaned up there by Bettencourt. Bettencourt plays it up to Elwell.
Kind of seemed like they knew what to expect from the other one. Wonder, how they got that chemistry, but kind of fun to watch them up top for the Tigers tonight.
Absolutely. Now Noster with a nice throw in deep into the Tigers side of the field. Bettencourt tries to just put it on frame, and right there to clean it up was Cooper Purvis. Purvis with a nice punt and a nice header from Chance Howard to get the offense going back up for the Panthers. And that's Eli Brandenburg getting ready to throw it in for Noster. He's trying to hit Matthias Stadler on the sideline. Matthias got some speed to him. Played a strong ball there, but is going to be called for that penalty. And the Tigers are going to get a kick well on the outside of their box here. Played up to Brandenburg. Brandenburg defensively, trying to body up. Now Travis Elwell. Carroll. Aiden McMurphy. And a throw-in coming to the Tigers. McMurphy wants it. Big throw-in, lots of height. Eric Bennett Wade there to head it forward.
Lots of good hang time on that throw to give everybody a chance to get under it and attack.
Yeah, dangerous right here from the Tigers, but they settled for just a probably kind of an ill-advised 20-25 foot or 20-25 yard shot. Travis Elwell giving chase. Bettencourt crashed in, closed out. Nice footwork from him as he's trying to get by the defense of the Tigers. Definitely plays the ball well at his feet, and he's trying to create some space so that he can get across. Number 10, Diego Saldana, down there with Bettencourt. Two solid players going at each other right there. Here's McMurphy. McMurphy with a nice save on the sideline. That ball would have been definitely to the Panthers. Knocks it off of Brandenburg to be able to give it back to the Tigers, and now they're getting set here, trying to get something going offensively again.
That's just a good play by a veteran player to know where the defender is on him and play that ball off to give his team another opportunity.
Deep down on the far side, and the cross comes out about the 6. But coming off his line and taking care of that one is Caleb Jones. He'll punch it out here and try to get Noster back down on the Tigers into the field for a little bit to give our defense a little bit of a rest and even himself. Big header, though, comes back to Eric Bennett Wade. Kind of a big collision there, and here comes McMurphy. Aiden McMurphy going against Carroll. Ball was high. Just went off of that field goal post yet again. Those field goal posts are taking a beating tonight.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch Carroll and Bennett Wade kind of switch off on Aiden McMurphy. When one goes up, the other one stays back, and they've really played a nice tandem back there tonight.
Kind of a tall order, as you said, just a smart player, but both of those guys very capable of playing to that level as well, and as you said, have done a nice job of switching off and taking care of McMurphy most of the time.
Well, we kind of saw that against Chillicothe. You know, their main attacker, when he'd go where he'd go, either Carroll or Bennett Wade was right there following.
A lot of open space. Played back to the trail. Number 17, Rylan Henry. Henry up to 21 for the Tigers. Giving chase down the sideline is David Carr and Carlos Bettencourt as well. into Matthias Stadler. Saldana. Sherrill with some green space in front of him, and there's that ball over the top of his head.
Seems to be a staple for him here. He kind of knows exactly what he's going to do, lines it up, and really played a nice ball right there.
Yeah, it's almost just a little self flick pass over the top of his over the top of his head, and then he tries to chase it down and give himself a nice play on it. He's done it multiple times tonight, and within our last games that we broadcast as well. Aiden McMurphy in a dangerous position here for the Tigers. Places a shot on goal, and just a smart decision for him. Set up on that far side post, and just decides to take it to the opposite post away from him. Hard position there for Jones to be in. He pretty much had to stay on his line just because of how the defense was crashing back, and Aiden finds the back of the net for his third goal of the evening.
Nice try there by Caleb Jones. Really had a good lunge at it, good dive, had hands on it, just too much pace to knock it down.
So McMurphy here with a hat trick in the first half for the Tigers, and Noster trying to figure out a way to be able to shut him down and shut down the offense of these Tigers. Decide to speed things up just a little bit. Bettencourt here. Bettencourt with a shot that goes over. Just once again, just leaning back, knee and head not over the ball to drive it into the back of the net. We're just under 5 minutes here to go, and the Tigers will have a goal kick. Quick short punch out for them. Brandenburg set to throw in for the Panthers. Now Chance Howard to come up and throw it in. Bettencourt calling for it at his feet. Nice first touch by him to drop it down. Tries to clear it over on the opposite side.
No, I hope I don't jinx anything here, but the Panthers defense has responded nicely on the 3 goals. At least one hasn't piled right onto the next, onto the next, onto the next. You know, it's taken 35 minutes to get those 3. So see if they can settle back in and limit damage the rest of the half.
Yeah, they've definitely caused some issues and made sure that the Tigers have had to work for what they've gotten. There's a nice pass up there by Aiden McMurphy up to number 9, Mikolo Rietbrock. Brian Carroll, though, there to clean it up for the Panthers. I think that's a right call by the official. Came from behind, just trying to push through, and almost tried to sell it as an Emmy and get the call, but official not having it, giving it right back to the Panthers, and now the Panthers set to go on their offensive strike.
Well, I'm not sure how he would have got the call for him. I could have seen it, the call made or no call, but just really aggressive attack there.
Another nice pass by McMurphy. Jones coming way off of his line that time as Mikolo Rietbrock was crashing down on him. Nice save by him. Way to cut off the angle and keep the challenge down. Saldana out of the middle. Jones coming out that time as well. Just a nice positioning for him, staying low, cleaning it up and making sure that there's no opportunity for a strike on goal from the Tigers. Was a long kick, but just a little wide right.
Just a little wide, but about 2.5 minutes here. Hopefully Panthers can maybe get another chance like they had in the first couple minutes, where a couple nice crosses across the front of the net.
Been a good opportunity right there with Bettencourt. Just unable to capitalize on that one. Tigers punched out of bounds. Not one to see what he can do with his feet. Here he's giving chase again, just trying to get it. And for some reason, the Tigers kick it out of the end line, and right on cue, just like you said, here comes Matthias Stadler, who put that beautiful cross early at about the 30-minute mark. Let's see if this in-swinger here can place about on the 6 again and see if we can't get ahead on it.
He did it again.
Just a beautiful cross. Just unlucky there. Defense for the Tigers played that well. Speaking of playing it well, that was Aiden McMurphy there against Chance Howard. Chance comes up with the betterment of that one defensively. Now we have a chance here to see Cheryl. Cheryl's shut down there by Saldana.
McMurphy was looking to see if he was offsides. At one time he was, but I couldn't quite tell. They were a little past an angle for me to see by the time the ball was played.
Diego Saldana there with a nice punch through to the other McMurphy, to the younger McMurphy, just unable to catch up to it. He also looking over to see if the offsides flag went up, and it didn't. He was definitely onside. That was a great pass there, great punch forward by Diego. Aiden McMurphy. McMurphy up to Reetbrock. Boy, Reetbrock was trying to get that one on his left foot. He definitely didn't want to cross it with his right. He was trying to get it over to his power and tried to go on that near post. And they definitely say the post is the keeper's best friend, and right there definitely was for Jones. And now he's going to get set for this goal kick with under 10 seconds left here in the half.
Say as long as they play this right, probably should take us to the end of half.
And no matter how many times it goes off, definitely still give you a little jolt. We go into halftime here with the Tigers up 3-0 on our Panthers. All three of those goals coming from number 16, Aiden McMurphy.
Not a bad half there for the Panthers. Had a couple good opportunities. For the most part, defense shut him down. McMurphy just kind of happened to have the ball at his feet with a couple open looks there.
Yeah, just exciting to see the attack of the Panthers here tonight. The two set plays from Matthias Stadler on the corner. Honestly, beautiful crosses from him. And then another cross that came through as his first cross had punched through and didn't get anybody on it. So the set plays are working for the Panthers. We've had quite a few shots that have been on goal or near goal, but the great thing is that they're having the confidence to be able to unload and at least attempt a shot on the goal. Flipping sides here may give the Tigers a little bit of a trouble, as we've talked about that sun and how it's going down right now and the angle that it's going to be hitting them here to start the second half.
Yeah, that sun is really unrelenting there when it gets about 6 o'clock here later in the season. It really becomes tough to see because it's right at eye level.
Yeah, Warrensburg switched over to give Noster that side for the first half, thinking that sun would be the brightest here in the first half. Hopefully that plays into the Panthers' favor here going into the second half as they have that sun just a little bit lower and at just a different angle for them to be able to hopefully attack and be able to get a couple more shots on goal and hopefully sink some through.
Yeah, excited to see what the second half brings us.
So we definitely want to take some time to just thank our yearbook sponsors and to give them just some time here tonight as we broadcast, and we just appreciate the support that they give to not only our kids, but being able for our kids to be able to put forward just a quality yearbook, but also the support that they give for us to be able to broadcast these type of games for you guys even here tonight. So Hometown Heating and Cooling, Hometown Heating and Air Conditioning here in Noster just does a great job for us, and definitely someone to call if you need them. B&G Scoops right there on the highway. Great place to relax, get some great ice cream, Central Dairy ice cream, and to be able to make sure that you sit down and just have a nice time with some friends there. Ready, Set, Grow Daycare. Wendy and her team do a great job and definitely prepare students to come into school and to be successful for life. Dutch Country Market out on 50 Highway. Paul Birchie, actually, they're getting ready to go out of business. He's doing a going out of business sale. not for any reason, but that he's just wanting to take a little bit more time for himself and travel. It's a great business and a great opportunity to save some money on some quality goods that are out there at Dutch Country Market. Little Caesars Pizza out of Noster, just a great place to get that grab-and-go pizza. Eggs R Us here in in Noster as well, doing delivery of those eggs. And I also know that the Schroeders own the car wash that's right there by Eggs R Us as well. And then Sonic has just been a great partner for us through many, many years, being able to give us prizes for our kids for anything from reading to perfect attendance and just about everything. So just a great partner and a great place to go. And we're enjoying some of that Sonic tonight with some cherry limeades that the Brizendines brought me, and I appreciated that. We're enjoying that as we watch some soccer. And you know, Derek, we talked about how great 2 weeks ago was the weather, but I think tonight even tops that.
Yeah, it's a little bit warmer tonight. Not as much breeze blowing, but again, for October, I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
We'll definitely take this. Beautiful weather. It's supposed to be nice weather again tomorrow. This has just been a great week for weather, and we'll definitely take this any old time. Friday night next week we'll take this as well as we try to broadcast from up here, hoping that it's this nice as well. Continuing on with some of our sponsors, we have Rockin' Sports Entertainment out of Warrensburg. Great place to go to get some vintage games and DVDs and VHS. Just a great place to go visit and see some of that nostalgia from the past. I mean, they have everything from Ataris to DS's and any type of DVD or video you want to see there. Ace Hardware and Subway, both here in Noster, owned by a great local family. They do a great job of supporting us and making sure that our kids are well taken care of as well. Noster Physical Therapy just built a nice, beautiful building right over there by Sonic. Looks great, and for any of our athletes that have any type of need for that physical therapy, or any of us that get to my age that just need some help as well, we can go in there and get some help there at Noster Physical Therapy. Tequila Jalisco's, I tell you what, that's a great Mexican restaurant that right there on 50 Highway. I recommend the half chicken salad, or if you're feeling really hungry, a full chicken salad. It's a great meal coming out of Tequila Jalisco's. And then Remax here in Noster. If you're needing a realtor or needing somebody to sell your house, or you're looking for a home as well. Complete Chiropractic here in Knob. McDonald's out of Noster up there on the highway. Been a great sponsor for us as well. Coffee Snobs right there at the four-way. I think they're expanding their business. If you haven't seen, it looks like they've put another garage door over there on the side, and hopefully opening up some space to be able to get some more patrons in there and some more people drinking some coffee. And then Trails Regional Library is just a great sponsor for all of our kids and always for kids for reading. SC Fuel actually moved from downtown Noster. Now they're located in downtown Warrensburg, but still a great place to go to, especially if you're trying to lose some weight or getting on a health kick and wanting to pack on the right type of pounds in muscle mass instead of table muscle mass. And then the little clubhouse right there by Sonic as well. Another great daycare and preschool for our kids here in town. Some great viable businesses with our daycares and preschools. And then Brooks Florist and Decor, tied with B&G Scoops, a great local family that just do a lot for the community and a lot for the school. So Derek, you couldn't get a much better lineup of local businesses and support for your yearbook and your business group.
Well, and I wish they could come see the class and what they are able to provide for our students, the opportunity. I mean, I don't personally do much teaching in there. They kind of get to experience it, and it's all because of those sponsors. They give the opportunity to help make the book at a reasonable price for people to want to buy. That is just a great way to remember the year, and really looking forward to this year. We just got our letters sent out to get some sponsorships for this upcoming yearbook. A little bit different than years past. I know they've gone to the businesses, but this year we changed things up a little bit. So looking forward to see what kind of response we get there.
Well, I think it'd be a great partnership with you guys. I mean, you guys do a great job of giving them some time on the air here and making sure that you recognize the contributions that they give to you and to the kids each and every day. So just appreciate them, and hopefully we'll be able to add to this list for next year. I know that there's some other great viable businesses downtown. And just some great places to visit here in Noster. The downtown and the revitalization that is going on right now truly has been great, and we've seen a big change in that downtown corridor with the businesses that have been added, and it's nice to see Noster growing and showing some pride in that downtown area, and hopefully we can get some more businesses on here. Give them some good advertisement here so that people will come out and visit them and make sure that they support the groups that support us.
And again, we just can't thank them enough, because the experiences that the kids get now are going to go a long way to help them be successful after Noster High School.
Well, you talk about experience. We had a great experience Tuesday night. We had one of our students break out of kind of the fear and come out and help out. I called a volleyball game with myself as you were down on the PA, and then another one of your students running the camera for us that night. Xander and Zacharias, just two kids that have been out here, have been supportive of you and this program, and Xander coming out and doing some color work for me as I tried to take some break from play-by-play there at the volleyball game versus Richmond. And what a great night that was. And if you haven't heard him, go back. It's on Noster Events, and go back and listen to him for his first broadcast and what he was able to do. And we're hoping to be able to get him out here more and more. And hopefully Zacharias will break away from the camera a little bit and come in and talk to us as well.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun when we can go back and watch this after he gets a few games under his belt, to go back and say, look where you were to look where you are now. Because before that game, he looked at me and said, Mr. Briz, I'm nervous. And, he just did a great job. He got comfortable and just had a bunch of fun with it, and that was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it really just is. It's just two guys talking sports, or a guy and a girl talking sports, or two ladies talking sports. I mean, we definitely want this to be taken over, and it would be great to see us running the camera one of these days and them sitting over here talking and giving the information out to our families. So it's just exciting to be able to have those guys step out here, gain the experience. I appreciate all that you've done to be able to provide this for the students and to get them excited about coming out here and showing off our great athletics here at Noster. And speaking of great athletics, we're getting set here for the second half as Jones walks himself back to his goal. The Tigers are already set out there and ready to go, but Noster finds themselves down here 3-0 in this second half. Derek, what do you think Noster needs to do to kind of get back into this thing and make sure that they at least put some points on the board and hopefully even knot this thing up and possibly even take that lead?
Well, they got to find those opportunities like they found at the start of the first half. I know technical difficulties didn't allow us to, capture those. Big thanks to Brandon Steele for coming in to save the day. Came in last minute here to save that, but unfortunately, we missed that couple of opportunities, and I think they just need to, take those chances across and let it fly.
Yeah, like we were talking about at the start of halftime, I mean, it's good to see Noster willing to take that chance and take that shot on goal, and I agree. I mean, they just got to take those opportunities when they arise. We had one great shot that we could have taken on the inside of the 18 there that we passed up, and probably should have let that one go. But they're finding themselves defensively here as Carroll shuts down that cross by the Tigers. But Derek, they also have to find a way to shut down Aiden McMurphy He's just done a great job playing in that center of that field, and as you said, he's really taken charge out there. He's got that captain's band on for a reason, and he's shown it here tonight. He's got that hat trick in the first half. Eric and Carroll have definitely played off of each other on him and tried to shut him down, but almost possibly both of them need to crash on him just to shut down that big offensive threat.
Well, when they both crash on, one player, then the other one is open, and that's kind of what we've seen tonight. Is one crashes on Sean McMurphy, and Aiden McMurphy is open and had a couple clear attempts on goal. So maybe that's tough because they got either Bennett Wade or Carroll up attacking, and both those are great attackers as well.
Right, and when you find yourself down 3-0, they may take a few more chances. May push it forward just a little bit more. Bennett Wade right now kind of in that stopper position, and Carroll up in that sweeper position. So looks like Carroll may be making some early runs, and Eric trying to stir up that defense to make sure that the Tigers don't put another one up here on them quick here in the second half.
Well, that's kind of what we saw against Chillicothe, is they let up a couple early goals in the second half, and that put them down because they played a really nice first half, made some really great saves, had some really great help, and then a couple quick goals kind of took the air right out of it.
Yeah, hoping that that doesn't happen as Bennett Wade punches it forward here for the Panthers. Nice try over there by number 29, Eli Brandenburg, to just put it back in for Noster. Just unsuccessful. It'll be a goal kick for the Tigers. Quick punch out and carry by the Tigers.
Some nice footwork there.
Yeah, there's Sean.
By Sean McMurphy.
Aiden kind of cleaning it up there, and then Carroll coming in and pushing it forward for Noster. Bettencourt on the attack. He closes out. Almost got the betterment there and would have had a nice little area to kind of carry the ball forward, but just unsuccessful for Noster. And now Aiden punches it forward for the Tigers. Looks like Jones is going to let it ride out the sideline, so he gets a chance at a goal kick here for the Panthers.
Our ball was hit with quite a bit of pace there. Once again, looking for that right side, right attack. Kind of what they did there in the first half. Something Chillicothe did. Look for that right side attack. So maybe that's something Noster, go back and watch a little bit of film here and see what they can do to shore up that through ball. Yeah,
they've definitely kept the ball on that side of the field most of the first half, and here at the start of the second half, there hasn't been really much change. Nice attack there by Jones. He ends up getting the call by Saldana as he runs into him, and Noster's going to get a free kick here.
Yeah, a little bit out of control there on the attack. Definitely want to go for the ball, but just a little wild there, and Noster got the call it needed.
Eric plays up to Carlos. Carlos with a nice pass over to Ethan Gatos. Gatos is just unable to chase that one down. There's Bettencourt showing that footwork. Nice nutmeg there by him.
That Tiger back line's been pretty stingy tonight. Outside of those two opportunities we keep referencing, and really made it tough on the Panthers' attack.
Yeah, they definitely have a nice, solid fullback crew there. Carroll there with a nice move. Tigers thought he was just going to punch it out of bounds and set back up the Noster defense, and he brings it back in and punches it up to Bettencourt. Brandenburg over on the far side trying to give chase to Bettencourt's pass. Bennett Wade heads it forward. Unlucky. There was Owen Hall. Ball just took an odd bounce. He tried to play it off his chest. I think he missed it, and it bounced up. Caught him on the hand, so Bennett Wade here with an opportunity to start the offense for the Panthers. Bettencourt trying to punch it in, and now Stadler taking about a 24 yard shot for Noster. Puts it on goal, but cleaned up there by Cooper Purvis.
And that's what you want to see. That's kind of what I wanted to see, at least, out of the Noster attackers, is take some shots. Make Purvis work. Yeah, he's a good goalkeeper, but haven't really tested him much.
Yeah, and we had talked about that sun, but it looks like it actually has already dropped below the high school building, so probably a good decision by Warrensburg to take that first half, because we're just a little bit under 7 minutes into this one, and it's already dropped down below, so that Purvis has a better opportunity to be able to see that ball.
Yeah, if this game would have been played about 2 weeks ago, that'd be a whole nother story. But it's amazing, just how much a couple weeks difference makes this time of year.
Over on the far side is David Carr for the Panthers, and now Eli to throw it in. Switches up now to Chance Howard. Howard looking for anybody moving to see if he can get anything in. Best opportunity was Ethan Gatos that came all the way from the other side to try to give him an opportunity to throw it in. There's Stadler trying to punch it back into the center, and Gatos just kind of trips up on the ball, but a nice positioning there by Stadler just to put it in front of the mouth of the goal, make it a dangerous play for the Tigers. Just unsuccessful and unlucky.
Yeah, Stadler's doing exactly what he needs to do here in the second half to try and spark his team a little bit.
You saw McMurphy there trying to punch it forward. He definitely wishes he had that one back as he points up and acknowledges that he pushed that one just a little bit too far, a little bit too hard, and Tigers unable to chase that one down. Chance Howard now to throw it in on the far side for the Panthers. Back to Howard as he plays it at his feet. He and Mikolo Rietbrock kind of battling it out over there on that far side. Now Eli Bradenberg to throw it in. Bradenberg looking for David Carroll. Ball kind of ran past Carroll, and now Matthias Stadler is going to attempt to throw in. He was looking for Sherrill on the run. Sherrill just got caught up defensively, got locked up between two defenders. But Noster to throw in again. Here's Chance Howard. Howard to Stadler. Bettencourt. Up to Bell. Bell trying to play it forward. But Bennett Wade right there for the Panthers. Bennett Wade with a lot of space. He's definitely trying to play that one up. Looks like he's going to get called for some dangerous play as he was playing the ball while he was down, just trying to keep something alive for the Panthers.
Yeah, not only was that dangerous for other players, but that's dangerous for him. Don't want to see him get hurt, because not only is he a key component out here on the pitch, but also on the football field.
Absolutely. Sherrill trying for the long ball. Bettencourt giving chase to that one. Able to outrun him. Bettencourt's got some nice wheels on him as he's able to chase that one down very quickly for Noster. And now Knob's going to get a free kick over here on the near side.
Almost a little bit of gamesmanship foul on that one. Knew he couldn't beat him, so didn't make it blatant and obvious to draw the card, but still, he definitely knew the speed that Bettencourt had.
Showing off his power there is Bennett Wade. Looked like he was going for that far side upper corner, and just unlucky, just a couple feet wide left there for his shot.
Well, when you got the power like he has, why not take one?
He definitely can tee it up.
Put one on. You got an opportunity, a chance. Give your team a spark.
Ryan Henry here carrying it up for the Tigers. Nobody really closing out on him. As Coach was talking about go get the ball. Definitely wanting to see somebody stop that ball and close out on him and make sure that they get a play on it. Now Carr over on the far side. Nice slide tackle there by the Tigers to shut that down, but the Panthers will have the throw in. Oh, now it switches over to the Tigers on the throw in. Nice steal there by Matthias Stadler, and Bettencourt has it at his feet. Got some support.
Matthias Stadler's really been a game changer here in the second half. Good attempt there. Made Purvis dive, get him moving a little bit.
Yeah, and Purvis kind of had hit the ground oddly, and the ball kind of bounced loose there just a little bit. So, like you said, I mean, we just need to take some opportunities to make him work back there. Noster's taken 2 shots on goal here in this second half. Just under 30 minutes here left, and hopefully they'll continue to punch those balls in there and make Cooper be able to try to work back there. Nice slide tackle there by Bettencourt. Now we see Sherrill. Sherrill with a long ball up to Gatos. Gatos won't be able to catch up with that one.
How many times do you see deflection or a ball get away from the keeper that then gets put in the back of the net? You're always giving yourself just an extra chance there to create some chaos.
Yeah, sometimes the best man to be on the pitch is the garbage man or the cleanup man, because you're just there to punch in things that bounce off that keeper, and it all goes in as a goal in the stat sheet, and that's what you're looking for. Nice shot there by number 19, Hunter Reed. That's the second time he's hit that post tonight, and he's a little frustrated with himself. Pushing that forward for him on the assist attempt was number 16, Aiden McMurphy, just unsuccessful. And then Chance Howard probably saving a goal on the opposite side, just trying to clear that ball out of there for the Noster defense.
A pretty good shot there to take, but as you said before, the post was his best friend. It helped save it, and then good job by the defenders to bail Bell out.
Yeah, I think that's Hunter's second chance, or that first one may have been Rylan Henry, but they've rocked the near side post twice tonight, and that can get frustrating because you're trying to put it on goal, and just missing by that much is pretty frustrating. But as a keeper, you love to see that, especially when you're the home team. McMurphy with a nice through ball. Bennett Wade there to help defensively for the Panthers. He's got some room to carry. Gets it up to Bettencourt. Bettencourt with some room. Now he tries to get it up to Travis Elwell. We got a Panther down over there on the far side. And that looks like that's Bennett Wade. So we're gonna have just a little bit of timeout. Maybe cramped up. Hopefully it's just a cramp and there's nothing else going on there with Eric.
Yeah, it was a bit of a hard tackle there. Could be cramp up or just jostled it wrong. Getting some help to stretch it out.
He looks like he's gonna get up on his own power and come over. It gives us a chance to talk about Megan Batusik and just the work that she does for us, and we truly appreciate her. She spends a lot of time here working with our athletes and making sure that they are well taken care of, and even though he came off on his own power, you can see that she's already checking up on him and going to go ask him a couple questions and make sure that he's okay.
Well, and just talking to her, she loves doing this. She hated when sports weren't happening in the spring because she can get to be around the kids and help them out, and that's where she finds, the joy in her job.
Yeah, you definitely see her passion. It's just nice to see somebody that is that dedicated, and that our kids also respect and know that she's there to help them and to make sure that they're okay. Saldana out of the middle. Nice chest down for him and nice footwork. Great pass over to number 9, Mikolo Rietbrock.
Brian Carroll, nice defense there.
Carroll just showing some strength there. Pushes it forward. Gatos on the run, trying to chase that one down. See Travis Elwell kind of directing some traffic there as a young player coming in, but he's directing some traffic there and helping his teammate out on who to cover, and then filling that center spot. Big contact out of the middle. Had a time called, and looks like we may have a booking here for one of the Tigers players. He wasn't really involved in the play. I don't know if may have been some extracurriculars after the play and what he was talking about to the official, but he's definitely booked, and just like a gentleman's game, has a little chance to come over and cool off a little bit before possibly heading back out there.
And knowing Coach Olivas, I know that's something he doesn't put up with. You know, he has a lot of respect for the game, played the game in college himself. So that's not something he's going to put up with, and, you know, quickly tells him go over, sit there, regroup. I'm sure he'll be back out there quickly, but wants him to take a chance to reflect on that one.
Yeah, now he's talking to the sideline judge. He's probably, giving that apology for his kid, and you just want to teach these guys to be young men as well, and looks like he's done a great job of doing that for the Tigers.
Well, they always say the field's an extension of the classroom, and I truly believe that for everybody involved. You know, the kids down there, my students up here are helping us. It's just another place for them to learn and figure out, what they want to do with life and how they want to conduct themselves.
Sherrill on the attack for the Panthers, shut down by that fullback defense of the Tigers. Nice through ball there from number 17, Rylan Henry. Aiden McMurphy there to pick it up for the Tigers. There's Henry trying to punch it back forward to McMurphy, but Carroll there for the Panthers, trying to send it long down the line, just unlucky. Went wide, and now a throw in for number 2, Jack Ermischer. Matthias Stadler going for that long ball as well. Gatos trying to give chase. And Travis Elwell right there for Noster. Jaden Sherrill just trying to keep that alive, just out of his reach. And you can see even Brian Olivas there, the coach for the Tigers, just impressed with the effort that was given, and helping him up and making sure and checking on him as well.
It's good. I just looked down at my roster because I thought, have a couple freshmen out there tonight really getting some good experience. Team as a whole getting good experience. Just a couple seniors. So a lot of these guys will be back next year. So any, chance they get to put something in their knowledge, just a great opportunity.
Looked like just a ball that just kind of kept rolling and just got away from everybody there. Chance Howard to throw it in for the Panthers on the far side. And it's great to see Eric coming back in. So looks like he's okay. He's definitely not limping or anything. So it's just great to see somebody return to the field and the pitch after having to come off.
Well, especially a key guy like him. You never want to see one of your top defenders go out for any reason, especially an injury.
We talked about that right side for the Tigers, but right now they seem to be attacking this left side, and kind of leading that charge is Rylan Henry, and then Sean McMurphy now carrying the ball up. Looked like he just went over this sideline to be able to give Eric Bennett Wade the throw in for Noster.
I kind of wonder what Coach Milby told him at half, because there's been an increased presence around Aiden McMurphy every time he touches that ball. I mean, as soon as he touches it, there's 2 or 3 black and orange jerseys surrounding him.
Yeah, that tends to happen when you get a hat trick in that first half. Aiden putting in those 3 goals. As you talked about, though, spaced out goals, not quick fires or anything like that. There was Sean McMurphy to Aiden. Aiden just kind of unable to get a quick, solid first touch on it. Kind of punched it forward, and Jones was there to clean it up for Noster.
Okay, we'll wait till we get a timeout here. Okay. So it's closing at what? 10 minutes left in the game?
Yeah.
Backline, Colby Henrich pushing it forward for the Tigers. Makilo Rietbrock. McMurphy.
That Stadler manning up to him there, really getting a call as the freshman gets called to, be on the goal scoring machine.
And look at the speed of Bettencourt over there on the sideline. As you talked about the foul that happened over here on this near side, Bettencourt just pours on that speed, and it was a good foul because honestly, if Bettencourt would have had that head of speed in front of him, he would have definitely had a great opportunity to have a one-on-one with the keeper, and there just about broke through again as he was probably about 10 yards behind the ball, catching up to it before anybody else.
Really nice play there by Brian Carroll, kind of looking over his shoulder and just slowed down just a second. That was close. What a call by the AR to make that call.
Yeah, he definitely had great eyes on that one. Was absolutely even with the play to be able to see if that was offsides. But once again, as you said, Carroll right there defensively, using his body well, using his positioning well to be able to get that offsides call on McMurphy.
Sean McMurphy trying to man up against Bennett Wade, but Bennett Wade got the better of that one.
Here's Cheryl. Up to Gatos. Gatos looking for Travis Elwell in that center. Now Bennett Wade. Back over to Gatos. Up to Cheryl. Saldana was a solid player for the Tigers as well. Just a good solid head on him. Noster closing down on him pretty quick as well. Looks really good out of that center midfield position for the Tigers.
Closing with 10 minutes left in
Yeah,
the
that's
game.
something. Last few years, Coach Olivas has had a couple really nice players, that he's had to work with. Now it's just trying to build those pieces around. I feel like Coach Milby's kind of in the same position. He's got a couple really nice players. Nice thing is he's got all the younger classmen to be those pieces that he builds around.
Yeah, Brian Olivas, he's going to get McMurphy back and Saldana back again next year. So, he's definitely excited to be able to have those two returning on his roster. Speaking of Saldana, there he is playing the ball over to number 21. We don't have a name for the Tigers, but Jones able to clean that one up.
Rosters seem to change even by the time you get them in the afternoon. It's kind of funny just how, it's something that you just kind of take for granted. Well, I know that player's that number, but up here, we don't quite have that luxury all the time.
That's right. Sean McMurphy there for the Tigers, putting it just wide left. Jones knew it was wide, didn't even give chase, and now Bennett Wade to have a goal kick for the Panthers. Cleaned up by Rylan Henry, and then Bettencourt right there to take it from him. Bettencourt punching it off of Henry, and now Noster with a throw in. Throwing it in for the Panthers will be number 18, David Butler, and then he flicks it up to Sherrill to take care of those responsibilities. Nice little shoulder forward there by Matthias Stadler. Just unlucky as he played it right into the defense, but Noster got it right back, and then the Tigers took it right back, and Saldana with it at his feet.
About 15 and a half minutes left here. Now's going to be the time. Panthers really need to push that pace forward a little bit.
Yeah, they need to put one in the back of the net just to make sure that they don't kind of lose that air here towards the end. You would hate to see them get down underneath 5 minutes and be looking up at 3-0 with 5. So 3-1 definitely would look better, and hopefully they can punch one in the back of the net for the Panthers and here in this second half. Nice pass there, just slightly out of the reach of Rylan Henry, but just a great through ball, and now Carroll to throw it in for the Panthers.
Just unlucky there. Each time he kind of looked like he's going to make a touch. The ball just rolled a little bit further, and he paused just too long. That ball went out.
A little flyover here. Hopefully the Tigers will take some opportunity to look at that B2, and Noster will have a little chance to punch it forward here. Bettencourt with it at his feet, looking for Gatos. Bettencourt chases it down by himself. There's that footwork and speed from Bettencourt, and looks like Noster will get that throw in. Gatos to throw it in. Sherrill on a little run for the Panthers.
Whether the Tigers looked for it, I leaned out the booth here to see if I could see it. We talked about it earlier. No matter how many times you see it, you still look up like a little kid wanting to see the B2 flying and landing and get real close there.
I was looking too, just had a little post in my way. Couldn't quite catch it, so wish I could have. Giving chase there's Hunter Reed for the Tigers. Bennett Wade trying to push it forward to Bradenburg over on the far side. There's Matthias Stadler going right at Aiden and getting the better of him that time.
Freshman's really stepped up to the call here in the second half. Hadn't backed down. It's kind of been the spark for the Panthers.
Oh, Sherrill just unlucky there on that second touch. He made a nice play off of his chest to push it forward. Ball just took an odd bounce as he tried to volley that one in to the back, and wasn't able to get enough boot on it to be able to do anything with it. And now the Tigers are throwing it in over on the sideline.
The Panthers have really played a pretty nice half here in the second half. It just kind of seemed to be the last couple of games here. They've had a couple minutes get away from them, and that's kind of been the downfall.
Looks like Jones will let that one ride, so he gets a goal kick. A little under 12 and a half here left in this second. And Bennett Wade to kick for the Panthers.
Stadler doing a nice job again there to punch that ball away.
Yeah, Stadler looks like he's got some duties there with Aiden, and now switching over to Bradenburg. But like you said, they're definitely marking him and knowing where he's at anytime on the pitch. Saldana. Bettencourt.
Bettencourt, nice footwork there, kind of as he's been all night.
Beautiful pass, just a little long for Gatos to be able to get it, and just knocked out of bounds by Jackson Gillickson for the Tigers.
Just let that ball play out of bounds.
Yeah.
Kind of gentleman's play out there.
Gillickson's smart though. I mean, he just kind of stayed away from it and let it bounce enough to be able to get it out of bounds. And that time going over to Eli Brandenburg on the far side, just unable to control it to put it on goal.
Again, you like to see that attack by the Panthers with 10:45 and counting left to go. Maybe we'll get a couple more opportunities.
Yeah, you just hope that the Panthers are able to place one in the back of the net and hopefully more than one. Here's a nice little run by Matthias Stadler. A lot of body there, a lot of contact.
Warrensburg player looked for the call but did not get it there.
Yeah, definitely a lot of contact though, and ball did chase out of the end line. Be a goal kick for the Tigers. Number 4, Owen Hall, punching it forward for the Tigers. Jones coming out. Dangerous play there, but Jones wisely coming off of his line to be able to save that for the Panthers.
And Carroll did a nice job to help him out and provide that block and that screen so that there wasn't an easy run through.
Brian does a good job of just putting his body into a position that makes it difficult for the offense to kind of get any type of quality strike on the ball. He just is very wise about his positioning with where he is defensively and the ball. Throw in for the Tigers. Sherrill there for the Panthers. Henrich. Giving chase is Brian Carroll. That's Hunter Reed. Reed to Henry. Carroll right back in there again for Noster defense.
Sherrill pitching back in as well here, trying to keep it at that 3-0 as we got 8:40 and counting left.
Here's Bettencourt. Oh, just unlucky. Bettencourt looking for Sherrill, and Saldana comes through and gets a head on it for the Tigers, punches it up to Rylan Henry. Henry then back to Colby Henrich. Henrich and Gatos right there battling out, but now cleaning it up is Jack Ershmer.
There's a good through ball there for the Panthers, but nobody up top. Elbow giving chase. Purvis comes out, comes off his line to clear the threat.
Cooper was way off of his line that time. You see somebody like a Bettencourt or something coming up that middle would have caused quite a bit more of an issue for Purvis back there. But like you said, nobody really giving chase. But a nice ball by Stadler, and now the Tigers looking on the attack again. That's number 18, David Butler, defensively for the Panthers, just getting it outside to reset the defense. And the call's actually going to go over to Noster, and Sherrill's going to throw it in. Gatos on the run. Bettencourt at his feet. Nice ball by Bettencourt to switch the fields over to Brandenburg over on the far side. Saldana.
Good defense there by Stadler to kind of break up the pursuit of the Tigers.
Henry carrying it to the middle for the Tigers. Nobody really shutting down his attack, and then Carroll comes forward. Carroll just kind of that patient assassin as he waits for the offense to make that mistake and just punch it forward just enough for him to be able to get in there and take that ball away from him. Nice attempt there by the Panthers. Carlos was right there, had the shot, went ahead and unloaded on it just a little bit, just unlucky for him.
Well, and that would have got your goal, so it wouldn't be 3-0 with 5 minutes left, as we got about 6 minutes left here, but just unlucky.
Don't know that I've been in a match though where Noster's taken this many attempts and shots on goal, to be honest with you. So,
well, and they haven't been abundant, but they've been quality. That's been good to see, is they've been on net and they've tested Purvis a little bit, which is exactly what you want to see out of them.
Yeah, and you just know that Coach Milby and Coach Stadler have been working with these guys, talking about the fact that you got to put shots on goal to have even a chance to be able to score. So, just as you said, it hasn't been bad shots on goal. Noster's played the ball up well and taken some quality shots. That one by Bettencourt, just a quality shot, just unlucky on where he was with that, and now Gatos to throw in for the Panthers. There's Stadler using his body to try to get something going for the Panthers here, as we're under 5 minutes at 4:45.
Gatos giving a nice chase there, just ran out of room though.
Yeah, Purvis wisely saw that there was a lot of space for him to be able to come out and close that out and get it out of there for the Tigers. Bettencourt here, he's got enough wheels to be able to chase that one down. Plays it back. Nice cross, and you see Sherrill coming in there. Sherrill just unable to catch that with that volley to put it on goal, but what a great cross. He had Gatos there and Sherrill. Sherrill with the best attempt at it, but just unable to get a volley going to be able to give the Panthers a chance at a goal.
Yeah, he did not miss that one by much. Gave good attempt, just couldn't quite put a foot on it.
And there's that cleanup that we talked about, and it's going to go in the books just like any other goal. But number 13, Sean McMurphy, putting the shot on goal, the initial shot on goal, just unable to rein it in was Jones, and then Hunter Reed coming up there and just cleaning it up for the Tigers to make this 4-0 here at about 3.5 minutes left to go here in the match.
Yeah, that one, 3-0 was going to be tall task, but that one will probably just about do it here. Get Warrensburg in the win column this year.
It was a great shot though by Sean McMurphy, and they went back over to that right side. Sean kind of switched back over, and he put a nice shot on goal. Very, very good quality shot on goal. Just a difficult one for Jones to handle, and then Reed being able to come in there and clean it up to put it in the back of the net.
Once again, playing one off the goalpost, the other goalpost this time.
Yeah, I almost thought that Jones put his hands on that and punched it into the goalpost, but obviously better and younger eyes than me over there on the sideline to be able to see that it hit the post first and then came off of his hands. So glad we have these guys out here, and we've had a solid officiating crew tonight. They've done a great job of keeping this game under control and at a great pace. We haven't had just a lot of stoppage here, so they've done a phenomenal job out there.
Yeah, we only had that one card, but it kind of things settled down after that because it looked like more of kind of an off the ball card, and so things got settled back down. Really done a nice job.
Under 2 minutes here to go. Bennett Wade to kick the goal kick for the Panthers. Shaking up just a little bit on that last play was Brian Carroll, and you hate to see him limping around. He's just such a solid core for those middle fullback positions there for Noster.
And just like that, boom, an opportunity to break through one there. Kind of was the medicine he needed.
And there's Gatos coming forward, really testing Purvis right there, and Gatos almost getting the best of that one. Now Bettencourt at his feet. About 1:10 left to go here, and just some hard contact. So Noster going to take a free kick, and maybe a little bit out of Bennett Wade's range here. So he's probably going to be looking for Sherrill over on that opposite side, or Bettencourt looks like he's coming near post to him.
Went ahead and blasted one on goal anyways. Hey, why not? But looked like he lost his footing a little bit.
Well, he can't hear me all the way up here, so he's like, I know I got this kind of power, and Noster was able to get the throw in, but went right back to the Tigers, and now they're bringing it forward on the attack. There's Carroll cleaning it up, and it's good to see him not limp around, and if he was faking that, he was doing a good job. He was selling it to me, and the Oscar can go to him, but he's just a solid player back there. He does such a great job, and him and Eric just fill that middle and communicate well, and definitely do a great job defensively for Noster. And honestly, it was a great second half for the Panthers. One goal scored by the Tigers. They do end this one down 4-0, but a solid second half. And honestly, the amount of shots that they put on goal and the quality of shots that they were taking, this was a big step forward for the Noster soccer program and for Coach Milby and Coach Stadler with these guys and what they've shown that they must have been working on since the last time we broadcast.
Yeah, definitely. Once again, that defense was strong. Kept them in this one, but the McMurphys were just a little too much to handle tonight.
Yeah, they played well off of each other, as we said. Aiden coming out with that hat trick, getting all three of those goals in that first half, and then number 19 Hunter Reed picking up that cleanup goal here to make it 4-0 to finalize this match. So. Well, Derek, it was great calling with you, and always appreciate the opportunity to be able to come out here and enjoy some great soccer. It's a beautiful field, it's a beautiful night, and couldn't have asked for a much better night for the Panthers. Unlucky though tonight as they go away in the loss column, but a lot of things that they can definitely build off of from this match itself.
Oh, you bet. And once again, want to thank our camera guys, Xander and Zechariah, did a great job for us on camera tonight, and Brandon Steele for saving the day that we could even get this one live streamed, and looking forward to our next one.
Yep, and we'll be broadcasting on Monday night, so look for us to be out at the softball game, and won't necessarily be a live broadcast, but we'll definitely have that so it's playable and a playback for you to be able to go and review that, and just appreciate the opportunity to come out here, and looking forward to Monday night and another great athletic night for Noster.